Parenting tips for working professionals. Balancing career and family with ease. Parenting while managing a career isn't just hard. It's like juggling flaming torches while walking a tightrope. But what if I told you there are ways to not just survive, but thrive as a working parent? Stick with me, and I promise to share strategies that will not only surprise you, but might just redefine how you view parenting and work. Being a parent is a full-time job. So is being a working professional. And when you're doing both, it can feel like you're stuck in a constant tug-of-war. You love your kids, but you also want to excel in your career. Is it possible to win at both without losing yourself in the process? Absolutely. In this video, I'll share 20 powerful and practical parenting tips tailored specifically for working professionals like you. These tips aren't just about time management or to-do lists. They're about creating harmony, fostering deeper relationships, and finding joy in both your roles. Let's dive in. Tip number 1. Redefine quality time. It's not about the hours you spend. It's about the moments you create. Working parents often worry about not spending enough time with their kids. But here's the truth. Quality beats quantity every single time. The micro-moments approach. Focus on small but meaningful interactions. A 5-minute chat during breakfast or a bedtime story can leave a lasting impression. Be fully present. Turn off your phone. Shut your laptop. And give your undivided attention. Even short moments can become powerful memories. Pro tip. Create rituals like Friday movie nights or Saturday pancake breakfasts to build consistent quality time into your routine. Tip number 2. Use the power of delegation at home and work. You don't have to do everything to have it all. Many working parents fall into the trap of trying to be superheroes. Here's a secret. Delegation is your superpower. At home, involve your kids in age-appropriate chores. Not only does this teach them responsibility, but it also frees up your time. Your partner is your teammate. Split responsibilities fairly. At work, outsource or delegate tasks that aren't critical. Focus on what you're uniquely good at. Pro tip. Invest in tools and services like meal kits, house cleaning apps, or grocery delivery to lighten your load. Tip number 3. The 80-20 parenting rule. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Pareto's principle applies to parenting too. 80% of your child's happiness comes from 20% of your actions. Focus on being emotionally available, encouraging open communication, celebrating their achievements no matter how small. Let go of guilt for not being everywhere or doing everything. Your kids don't need a perfect parent, they need a present one. Tip number 4. Create a family command center. Chaos is the enemy of balance. Organization is your best friend. A family command center is a centralized hub for everyone's schedules, tasks, and goals. Here's how to set one up. Use a large whiteboard or digital planner visible to all family members. Assign colors for each person's schedule. Include meal plans, chore assignments, and weekly goals. Pro tip. Have a Sunday family meeting to align schedules and expectations for the week ahead. Tip number 5. Embrace the concept of work-life integration. Forget balance. Think integration. The idea of perfectly balancing work and life is a myth. Instead, focus on integration. Bring your kids into your work life where possible. For instance, let them see you work, explain what you do, or involve them in simple tasks. Similarly, incorporate your family values into your professional life. For example, if family dinners are sacred, communicate this boundary to your workplace. Pro tip. Use your commute to shift mindsets. Listen to parenting podcasts on the way home to transition smoothly from work mode to parent mode. Tip number 6. Leverage technology to stay connected. Let's make tech a bridge, not a barrier. Technology can help bridge the gap between your work and parenting roles. Use apps like Google Calendar for shared schedules or family group chats to stay updated. Schedule virtual lunch breaks or video calls with your kids when you're working late. Pro tip. Create a digital scrapbook where you and your kids can share photos, messages, and memories in real time. Tip number 7. Prioritize self-care without guilt. You can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself is crucial, not selfish. Here's how to make it happen. Block time for you. Treat self-care as a non-negotiable appointment. Even 15 minutes a day can recharge you. Combine activities. Exercise with your kids or meditate while they nap. Pro tip: find what recharges you, whether it's a solo walk, journaling, or a favorite hobby, and make it sacred. Tip number 8. Practice the art of saying no. Saying no to others often means saying yes to your family. You don't have to attend every meeting, social event, or extracurricular activity. Set boundaries. Learn to politely decline commitments that don't align with your priorities. Focus on the big rocks of your life, your family, and career goals. Pro tip: use phrases like, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you," to give yourself time to evaluate requests. Tip number 9. Celebrate small wins together. Small wins lead to big bonds. Celebrate not just your kids' achievements, but also your own and your partner's. Turn everyday moments into celebrations. Got through a tough workday? Order pizza and call it a win. Kid finished their homework on time. Celebrate with a high five or a fun activity. Pro tip: keep a family gratitude jar where everyone writes one thing they're grateful for each week. Tip number 10. Build a support network. It takes a village to raise a child, even in the modern world. Lean on your network. Build connections with other working parents who understand your challenges. Don't hesitate to ask for help, whether it's carpooling, babysitting, or advice. Pro tip: join local or online parenting groups for support, ideas, and camaraderie. Tip number 11. Establish work boundaries for better family time. Work will expand to fill all your time. If you let it, create clear boundaries between work and home life. For example, stick to defined working hours, even when working from home. Communicate to your colleagues about family priorities and availability. Pro tip: use an end-of-day ritual like closing your laptop and writing tomorrow's to-do list to mentally detach from work. Tip number 12. Turn commutes into connection time. Every moment can be an opportunity to connect. Use car rides or public transport time to bond with your kids. Play word games or trivia. Share stories about your day or encourage them to share theirs. Pro tip: make playlists together and turn the ride into a mini karaoke session. Tip number 13. Foster independence in your kids. Raising self-reliant kids is a gift that keeps on giving. Encourage your children to take on responsibilities appropriate to their age. For instance, teach them to prepare their own school bags or simple meals. Involve them in decision-making, like planning weekend activities. Pro tip: create a problem-solving jar where they write down challenges and discuss solutions together. Tip number 14. Use weekend planning to maximize fun and efficiency. A little planning goes a long way. Plan your weekends in advance to balance fun and chores. Schedule family outings, like a picnic or museum visit. Dedicate specific times for household tasks to avoid scrambling. Tip number 15. Invest in personal growth together. Grow as a family and as individuals. Work on self-improvement as a family. Take up a new hobby together, like painting or gardening. Attend family-friendly workshops or webinars. Pro tip: set shared goals, such as reading a book together or completing a fitness challenge. Tip number 16. Turn screen time into quality time. Screens don't have to be the enemy. Instead of battling over screen time, use it as an opportunity. Watch educational or entertaining shows together. Play video games as a family and make it a bonding activity. Pro tip: create a family screen schedule to ensure balance. Tip number 17. Practice gratitude as a family. Gratitude can transform the mundane into magic. Make gratitude a daily habit. Share one thing you're grateful for during dinner. Keep a gratitude journal as a family. Pro tip: write thank you notes together for friends, teachers, or family members. Tip number 18. Simplify meal planning. Healthy meals don't have to be a hassle. Streamline meal prep to save time. Plan meals for the week and involve your kids in cooking. Use batch cooking or meal prep Sundays to stay ahead. Pro tip: create a rotating meal schedule to minimize decision fatigue. Tip number 19. Keep the humor alive. Laughter is the glue that holds families together. Parenting can be stressful, But a good sense of humor can turn challenges into cherished memories. Laugh at the chaos when things go wrong. Share funny stories or jokes at the dinner table. Pro tip: start a family bloopers notebook to capture the hilarious moments. Tip number 20. Teach the art of apology and forgiveness. Mistakes are inevitable, but how you handle them defines your relationships. Teach your children the importance of owning up to mistakes and forgiving others. Be a role model by apologizing when you're wrong. Create a safe space for them to admit their own mistakes without fear. Pro tip: practice conflict resolution as a family to build trust and understanding. Conclusion: parenting while pursuing a career isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, intentional, and open to growth. Implement these 20 tips and watch how they transform your family life and professional journey. Remember, the goal isn't just to balance work and family. It's to create a life where both can thrive. If you found these tips valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need it. Together, let's build a community of empowered, joyful parents. See you in the next video.